Innovations. It had three very long. It was supposed to incorporate three entire campaigns, but honestly, the entire length of each campaign totaled up to one campaign's length. So it was really upsetting, and they didn't. It was just like, go here and do this and kill these guys and collect this shit, and it was annoying.
I feel like that's most campaigns.
Yeah, probably. Call of Duty's not much different.
Virtually every first-person.
They just worded it better.
Right
that game, it was just I hadn't had too many expectations for it, and then Brands, you mentioned it, a lot. I think even for your most anticipated, and I started to get excited for it, and I like the idea of the different, classes and everything. That game is god awful. That is definitely the worst thing I was playing this year. I mean, there was things in games that pissed me off, but that game was just pure frustration the entire time I played it. It's just the first thing that happens is I enter the game and it's way too dark. I'm already pissed off, and you're oh, you can adjust the brightness. Come on, that's cheating.
And then the screencast is the first thing you did.
Yeah, and then every 5 seconds, something's stabbing you in the back because people move 1,000,000 miles per hour, and it's not a shooter because it's a first-person slasher, and everyone's let's just run around slashing each other because that's the way it works. And then you press a button, and you cue this cutscene where you do this crazy kill, and then another person waits for that to happen so that you can do the crazy kill, and then you try and shoot people, and you just can't shoot people because you can't zoom in, and you just wait for them to get 2 feet away from you, and then they slash you. So then it's just pure frustration. I hated everything about it. Also,
what I think when I didn't get the game, but I played the demo. I like the aliens the most, definitely. But
yeah,
whenever I got behind someone and they said X popped up, I go to hit it, then it disappears, and I'm all right, put my hand back on the right thumbstick, and then it pops back up, and I really didn't like those assassinations. They were cool and everything, but I keep getting killed right after. And I don't want to start anything, but I had the same worry about Reach with the assassinations, but I like how you had the option of just smacking the guy in the back of the head or whatever and killing him rather than having
in Reach that option's in there, but it doesn't go into this whole train of assassination.
It's much more fluid. It's a 2-second animation rather than creep up behind him, look at him, show him your big daggery tail.
Oh yeah. And the problem with Aliens vs Predator is that it's fundamentally designed so that you can do that more often. Everyone runs around really fast, and if you play as certain classes, people are even outlined, so you can just find them really far away. And I found with the Marine class, you're basically fucked if you're by yourself. If you play as the Predator, you got some useful abilities, but you're just basically slashing people. And then the
language thing is way gone.
Yeah, and the aliens is the same thing, except you can walk on walls, which was cool, but it couldn't save that game. That game was a disappointment.
What they
Big walk on walls and Wolf Team.
What they promised could have been one of the greatest games ever made, and it just flopped.
Yeah, I had a friend who played Smash with me a lot, and he said he was gonna quit when this game came out, and I'm not sure if he did, but it seems like it's not what it was hyped up to be, to say the least.
All right, moving on.
I just want to say something. They announced this game.
Bad transition.
I apologize, but they announced this game around the same time of Aliens, Colonial Marines, and that was in 2007. So, they have been making this game for quite some time. They could have fixed up some of the shit.
But they didn't.
All right,
I'm not saying it's a bad game. Don't get that wrong.
No, don't worry, I am.
But
Darksiders, I assume?
Yes, unbelievably. I mean, this will probably be out for as long as I live, the most disappointing game I ever played.
Until Darksiders 2 comes out.
Oh, by the way, Darksiders is coming to Steam.
Yes, I saw that. I'm questioning whether or not to start a plot to murder the CEO of Steam for doing that.
I just thought you were gonna say questioning on if you were gonna buy it.
I already bought it once, unfortunately.
Are you gonna buy Darksiders 2?
No.
You gonna rent it?
No. I may buy it just to burn it in the streets.
Get in line with a midnight release and just burn it in the head of the line.
Go there for a month ahead of time. Wait there, buy all the copies first day, and then just start a big bonfire.
There's websites about that. So what didn't you like about the game?
Everything.
Yeah, I
did a review on it to show you that.
OpenFireGaming.
And you had hate mail for it.
I got hate mail for that too. That was funny, and I responded to that hate mail
on the show.
Yes. So I mean, it was just
a little hate mail.
I gotta see the review for more.
They come off like they're going to be just this original thing, and for 4 years they're pushing like this is going to be the most original game ever, and I love the concept. And then they ripped off like every game from like when they released it was being made to when it came out,
including like Portal.
Yeah, Portal.
I mean,
and
they
Devil May
stole
Cry.
they stole from like the weirdest places possible. It's just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna snatch Portal. Not even closely related. I mean,
The God of War,
They didn't
Devil
even
May
change
Cry.
the color.
I
you
understand.
know,
Yeah.
even World of Warcraft made it, but I was like, Portal. Like, what?
Like, why would you do that?
I'm like honestly,
And it's not like that portal gun thing.
Yes,
added
and
to the
it's only
game.
really used in like one level. Like the level you get it, that's really the only time
Yeah.
you use it that much. And after that, it's like forgotten.
And
It's
it's
just-
obviously not at the caliber Portal is,
Yes.
as far as the
yeah.
strategy goes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just
They're-
feel like, look, it's okay if you want to rip off God of War, because it's like awesome, and it's a
But
good
Portal.
slasher game. But like,
yeah.
I saw a lot in that game. I think we were running down
Portal.
about how many games it ripped off of.
Yeah.
And you said in your review, even like the art was ridiculous.
Yes.
It didn't always mesh. Like the character looked Warcraft, and then like some of these zombie looking, what's
Yeah.
left of the human race, right?
Yeah.
Looked like Killing Floor almost, or like
Uh-huh.
like bizarre. Like a lot of it didn't mesh. It was good though. It was a passable game. Like it wasn't bad. It was probably just bad because we
well,
played
the
all
biggest-
that already.
The biggest thing that was so disappointing was it just wasn't original. They
Yeah.
made themselves out to be this most original game. It's like if you're sitting there waiting for some like Mag saying like we're gonna do multiplayer, and then it turns out only to be a single player game. It's just what?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
I would say
it
Mag is
confounds
disappointing
me.
as well, just because of how the online panned out.
Yeah, it just confounds me as to how they could have possibly done that, going from such an original idea where like you were gonna fight off the other horsemen of the apocalypse,
Yeah.
'cause,
And
like,
then just to shit on it.
yeah, and then it's
action
just
game.
like it just doesn't happen. It's just
Yeah. All right. So if you want to watch Twisted's review, search
Go
through
right ahead.
our page.
I
good
try
luck with that.
to play Darksiders.
You pretty
I'm
much
not gonna
just-
lie to you. I'm not gonna link it in the video. Okay. I'm just not interested.
Go find
I'm
it.
Sorry. All right. Moving on. B North most disappointing.
Yeah, so I play good games.
Good
And
idea.
that's all I have to say about that.
Okay. So B North is gonna pass. Overlord.
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 Your turn.
So, I tried out this new World War II video game called RUSC, or Ruse, and I was reading a Game Informer review in the magazine about it, and it looked really cool. Like, a couple of pictures, very grand scale strategy, I really like that and everything. But, I got the demo, I wasn't feeling it. Simple as that. It was... I started this one match, and Americans just come paratrooping in, take over my base, and I lose.
Yeah,
You got
that
rushed.
was that was
That's
wrong.
kind
That
of what
was a
happened
pain
in
in the
World War
ass.
II.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, made problem.
Damn historical accuracy.
Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, so like here's like imagine like you read like some memoirs of like some German generals like these freaking American paratroopers keep rushing me, these noobs, man. I can't take this anymore. These
I quit
freaking
the
noob
army.
tubers. I can't take their crap. Classic. Yeah, Twisted, you and I had a blast with Ruse. I think we
Yes.
really did. I really look forward to playing that every day. The paratrooping thing was really stupid.
Yeah.
But what we did was, we kind of wrote our own rules when we played that. What I did is, I just left my base to die. And I just like
See,
we always do
soldiers?
games, and I just go to Twisted's base, and I just set up camp
It's like, hey
there.
guys, what's
Like I
going
would just
on?
leave my base. I put like
move shop.
I'll make you think that there's stuff left there. Like I'll put some fake armories, and I'll
Yeah.
put some towers and stuff, and make you think I have units and stuff there. And then I'm just like, we're moving out. The West, the final frontier, and then I was just like, ha ha, and then I just went over there, and I'm like, all right, Twisted, you do all this, I'll protect your base, and then you go with the big guns, and you just go kill people. And he's like, okay, and then like, I'm the British, so I just stuck the Bofors in the forest, and you could hide in the forest, which is so fun. And then just stuck the anti-air in there, so air comes in,
What
they're
is
done.
a pain in the ass?
Artillery, and I just like lined it all up, and I'm like, awesome. And I had my planes to do bombing runs. I had fun. I kind of disagree and disappointment, but there are flaws, and I guess that's why they did the beta. And I think it's kind of hard to mention, but maybe if you had higher expectations, I understand. I had no expectation at all. I have no idea what it was. I was just like, RTS, I'm game.
The one thing that really annoyed me though was once you hid something, like if you were attacking someone who hid something in the forest, the only way you could actually even shoot at it was to bring a recon unit in, and if the recon unit got close, they just shoot that to pieces.
Yeah,
So you-
there are a lot of
Yeah.